There are lots of augments in Fortnite. Today we're going to be talking about which augments are the best and which are the best combinations to use. We're going to be taking a look at each and every single one, guys. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the second upload for today, guys. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's talk about Fortnite augments. So I think the way we're going to structure this today is this is going to be a very freestyle video. We are going to go through all of them in order. The first being First Assault. The first bullet in the magazine of your assault rifle deals bonus damage. I found this so far to be absolutely incredibly helpful, and a lot of these augments depends on like what guns you like to run. For me personally, I'm one of those those weirdos that really like to use just pretty much everything that's in the game, so I pick the augments before I pick what weapons I'm going to run. But if you like assault rifles, this first bullet damage actually adds up very quickly, and it's very helpful. You can catch a lot of people by surprise, especially if you're scoped in with a red eye assault rifle or something. You can get them right on the first like bink of your bullet, like a quarter of their health is gone. Very underrated first assault. Next up is pistol amp. Pistols have greatly increased magazine size. That one, you know what, the pistols are better this game, but still, I haven't used this one a lot personally. I just think that there's better augments. Not that this one's bad or anything like that, far from. Actually, like, it's an okay augment. If you like the pistols, it's definitely something that you would want to consider, especially with the pistol. The pistol melts people this season. I just don't. There's so many better things to pick than pistol amp, and there's so many better guns to use than the pistol. That's where I'm stuck on it. The pistol amp, it's okay. Next up, light fingers. Weapons using light ammo reload faster. I think the weapons with light ammo for the most part already reload fast enough, and I'd rather, this might be a little bit unpopular, but I'd rather much run 2 machine SMGs before I'll pick this augment. This one I think is one of the weaker augments, but talking about weaker augments, we move on to one that's very strong bow specialist. If you like bows, this is an amazing augment. Bows draw and reload faster, and you regenerate arrows over time. This, you never run out of ammo. You generate so many arrows. You'll be able to give it to your teammates. The bows draw, like, they weren't kidding about the draw faster and the reload faster, because it's like instant. You can fire bows away so fast with this, and it's absolutely incredible. This is a must if you like using bows. I think it's best. I think it's arguably the best augment so far, but the thing is, it doesn't apply to everybody, right? Moving on, another bow. Mechanical archer. Receive an explosive and shockwave bow. I like this one. I use it every once in a while. If I really need a bow, I don't pick this one because I feel like I'd be able to find a bow just lying around somewhere. But if you want explosive or shockwave bow, this is definitely a better alternative to crafting when bows were first introduced to the game in Chapter 2, Season 6. Definitely a better way to approach getting a fancy bow, you know what I mean? But still, I'd rather pick an augment that sticks with me the entire game. I don't know if this was a bug, but at the beginning of the chapter, when I first chose these and then I get rebooted, I would spawn with these items again. I think it would be a lot more helpful if that was still in the game, but I believe they've taken it out. I don't know if that was a bug. I don't know if it was intentional, anything like that. That would make me choose it more, but just to get them one time and waste a whole augment slot, I don't think is a good idea, especially when there are people on the map that would choose it, and I'll kill them and end up finding a shockwave bow somewhere, because you know somebody on the map is going to choose it and you're going to run into these weapons somewhere. So I don't love this one. I think this is one of the weaker augments. Let's move on again though. Demolitions, munitions. Okay, this one I think is one of the most underrated augments. Objects you destroy have a chance to drop explosives. Excludes player built structures. Guys, if you run an RPG, if you run grenades, and grenades are so underrated, especially in this season. Like, grenades are underrated in every season, honestly, especially in build mode. Like, I like grenades. I think they're not used nearly enough. You find grenades and rocket ammo everywhere with this augment. I think it is so underrated, and all my friends disagree with me on this one. Everybody that I play with, I go, hey, I chose Demolitions, and they're like, why would you choose that? And I understand where they're coming from. I didn't use it until recently either. I would just pass it up. But the amount of grenades that you can get, and you just consistently restock them, and you could even, if you want to play a little bit like more hardcore, you can just add another stack of grenades and just whip it at a whole squad. Grenades are extremely underrated, and if you like running the RPGs too, you will get infinite ammo with this. And ammo is so easy to come by. Same with grenades. This is an amazing augment. I will die on that hill, and it is so underrated. If you haven't tried it, I highly suggest you just giving it a shot, playing a whole day for, like, not a whole day, when you sit down, take that time that you play Fortnite, like that hour or two that you are going to play, and use Demolitions every single game. You will notice a difference. The grenades are so underrated. Moving on though, let's move on. Rifle recycle. Weapons using medium ammo have a chance to not consume ammo. I tested this out. It's not enough not using ammo for me to really want to pick it. I think, again, this is one of the weaker augments. I don't have enough too much to say about it. There's just so much better to choose, and oftentimes, like, it saves you like 10 bullets, 20 bullets, you know what I mean? It's not enough. Like, I'd rather just, you can find ammo anywhere, really. I'd pass this one up every single time. I rarely use it. Tactical Armory grants a tactical AR and a combat shotgun. This is an absolutely incredible augment, especially in no build. The season's very good with the combat shotgun. I like the combat shotgun. I think it's a great shotgun. The tactical AR, I think it's okay. I'd rather use other guns than it, but it is a pretty good gun. I liked it better without the scope. So this one is really up to preference and what kind of guns that you like to use. Like, again, when I was talking about the bows, if you like the shockwave bow, pick that every time. If you like the combat shotgun, pick this every time. If you like the tactical AR, pick this every time. You know what I mean? So this one is, it's not necessarily good or bad. It just comes to preference because, again, these two are really good guns. It just comes down to, do you like to use it? And for me, every single time it comes out, I am using it. Now, rushing reload. Sprinting will slowly reload your equipped shotgun. I like this a lot. I think it's great. I have noticed a difference other than, like, just besides when I was talking about the rifle recycle one where it's like that you have a chance not to consume ammo, where it's like that tries to save you ammo. It doesn't work. This one, it kind of works the same. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to compare the two because I think of them kind of the same. I don't know how much sense I made. Regardless, I think this is great. When you're running around in endgame and there's a lot going on, the sprinting and reloading the shotgun, taking the time where you don't need to reload, especially if you're using like the Thunder shotgun that takes a long time to reload, or any shotgun for that matter. Honestly, no matter what shotgun you have, this is very helpful. I found it to come in clutch many times. All of a sudden you're running around, and then especially if you have a slap juice, right? You're running around infinitely, bam, your shotgun's reloaded, and you got to where you needed to be, you pump somebody in the face. I think it's a very good augment rushing reload. Not the best, but I think it's very good. Moving on to game changers, we have Aerialists. This is arguably the best augment for me. Gain the ability to deploy your glider. You can build up to the sky, you can go high grounds, you can rotate easy. What do I need to say about it? You can pull your glider from anywhere, and this is such an advantage in games. I think it is absolutely fantastic. I don't need to expand on it. You get to pull your glider wherever you want. How many times has that come in clutch for you? It's an amazing augment. I pick it every single time it comes up. Next up, Chug Gunner, receiving Chug Cannon. I've used this one here and there actually, because a Chug Cannon's always nice to have, but again, like I was talking about with the Shockwave Bow, you don't get it on Reboot, and at the beginning of the chapter, you did get it on Reboot. Again, I don't know if that was a bug. If I did get it on Reboot, I would like that a lot more. I'd kill myself and then give my squad a new Chug Cannon and just have them reboot me like 4 times, but still, I think it's an okay. Like, if you want a Chug Cannon, if you like running the Chug Cannons, there's nothing against picking it. It's not good. It's not bad. Let's keep moving along, though. Okay, I'm missing one here, and I have it written down. I apologize, guys. It is the Storm Mark. When the storm changes, ping the area to highlight nearby enemies for a short duration. I like this augment. I think it's great. I borrowed it a lot from my friends that have it. I'm like the only one who doesn't have it unlocked, so I was going to talk about it now. Usually I go in order, but still, I think it's great. I think it's very useful when the storm closes and you notice that there's so many people around you. I think it's an actually fantastic augment, so that's great. Moving on, more parkour. Your energy regenerates briefly after mantling or hurdling. Now this one I can't really comment on. It is too early in the chapter, especially since mantling's still in the game, but hurdling is disabled right now. It's been disabled for most of the season. I don't personally mantle enough to really make a difference for me, so this one I'm going to hold off having an opinion for, because again, like, I want to see hurdling come back for me to really judge it. Now moving on, Supercharge. Vehicles you're inside have increased health and only consume fuel while boosting. This is an okay augment. It depends if you like driving cars around it a lot, because I like sometimes just hopping in a car and putting on those cow catchers. I know this isn't the same augment that we're talking about. It's just like, do you drive a lot? Do you run people over a lot? Then this is the augment for you. Do you have a journey to go in the storm? This could come in clutch every once in a while, where it's like, hey, I need a reroll. I don't even want to use any fuel right now because I'm going in the storm for a while. It's situational. I think it is one of the weaker augments though. Moving on, Bloodhound. Enemies hit by your marksman rifle or bow shots are marked for a brief duration. Good augment. Nothing special. Again, there are way better augments for me to pick, but if I pick this one, it comes in handy. Nothing special about it. It's just a very nice thing to have. It's like making all your guns a shadow tracker. You know what I mean? Moving on to Bush Warrior. Okay, this one I was a little bit skeptical on when I first started using it, but then I started playing with it a little bit. You regenerate health and partial shields while inside large foliage. When I have this, I find myself seeking out bushes, and then they're not really like around too much, or it's just like very inconvenient for me to go into a bush. It's good to have. It's very situational though, because I want to stay with my team. I don't want to go looking for bushes if I need to heal. I'd rather just carry a healing item on me, but it does come in handy every once in a while. Like I said, it's a very situational item. It's not bad. It's not bad. Like, I wouldn't go against picking it. If it comes up and you want to pick it. Like, it definitely has its uses, so nothing against it, Bush Warrior. It's an okay augment. Now, moving on to my favorite augment. This is my favorite augment. Party time. Gain balloons over time. A lot of people I know don't like this. It comes down to the preference, just like with all the other weapons, right? Do you like using balloons? If so, this is great. I think this is great with a bow combo. I think it's great with a new Guardian shield. I think it is great to have balloons in general. I like playing with balloons. It gets me high ground on people, and you can hide in the sky and shoot down on people. It just makes for very fun Fortnite play. So there's nothing, like, I can't say balloons are good or bad, because sometimes they get you killed and sometimes they get you a lot of kills. So it depends if people spot you, right? So again, like I said with the other weapons in this, It all comes down to what you think and what you like to do. You like to use balloons because sometimes they can get in the way. If you're hiding behind something and then all of a sudden the balloon just pops up and you're floating up in the air, that's bit me in the butt a couple times. But still, I love this augment. This is my personal favorite augment. I've been waiting for balloons to be unvaulted since Chapter 1, Season 9. When they got vaulted, I've been waiting, and they are finally here, and I love that it's not an item. I love it, love it, love it. Party time is my favorite augment. Moving on. Tricked out. Entering a car, truck applies chonkers and a cow catcher to it. Like I was talking about with the other vehicle augment. All depends. Do you like driving a lot? I like doing it every once in a while. I'll just run people over, and this significantly boosts your car power. So if you like driving, if you like running people over, again, use it. If not, don't use it. Pass up on it every single time. I don't know why you would pick it. Now, next up, forecast. You can always see the next storm circle. This one's good. I can never get my teammates to go early to the next storm circle, so I find this one useless personally. It depends, like, if you want to, like, set up a fort in the middle of the circle or something, you just get a head start on things. This is pretty handy for end games. However, every other augment I would probably pick over it besides just a couple. You know what I mean? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's a good augment, and that's what I feel like I'm saying about quite a few of these augments. Like, there's good, solid augments, but I just don't find myself picking them. Like, why would I go with this when I can go, like, regenerate some health in a bush? Or why would I pick this when I can just deck out my car? You know what I mean? Excuse me, I don't know if my voice just went all weird there. I hit the microphones. It's just, you get the point. Like, it's okay augment, but it's not bad. Now, moving on, though. Moving on. This, it might be my second favorite augment. Soaring Sprints. Jump much higher with lower gravity while sprinting. First of all, you'll never take fall damage again. Sometimes, actually, that's not true. I shouldn't say that. I've taken fall damage a couple times because I didn't sprint, but I was right to sprint. This is absolutely incredible. The amount of times where you just jump and your opponent would never expect you to, if you're good with your shotgun shots, to just hop over their builds or hop over something that they're hiding behind. They do not expect it because not a lot of people pick Soaring Sprints. I think this is such an underrated augment. I pick this. I actually do, honestly, pick this every single time that it comes up in my rotation because I think it is absolutely fantastic. The jump that you can get on people with this, on top of that, if you play build mode, or not even build mode, if you're high up in the sky, it's just like the glider redeploy. Guys, I would take this over glider redeploy. I guarantee, I think it's better than glider redeploy. You will not take fall damage anywhere that you want to. You can just jump and get that low gravity. Plus, if you have the dub, and you can make for such fun plays with this. With the balloons, like, there's so many things you can do with this. And the point is, you can get the jump on people, and it gives you a huge advantage. It's like fighting with hop rocks, but it never runs out. This is an amazing augment, and I encourage you to give this a shot. Practice shotgun shocks, though, because if you suck with the shotgun, you might not want to use that one. You get the point. Let's move on to the last set of augments here. Oh, I forgot there was only 2 here. Okay. Looting. Can't say I love these ones. Splash Medic. You have the chance to find Chug Splash in every container you open. I think this is the worst augment. That's not true. The next one's the worst augment. These 2 are the worst augments, in my opinion. Chug Splashes, they can come out of containers anyways. On top of that, why wouldn't you want to get a flopper out of it? It's just like, if you're stacking Chug Splashes, this is good, but you'll find them in chests. You'll find them around the map. This is just a useless augment to me, Splash Medic. I don't think it's good at all. Moving on to Jelly Angler, and this is for someone who loves fishing, but here's the problem. You receive a fishing rod. You can use it anywhere, but you can only pick up jellyfish. You know what? No. The other augment's the worst one, but this is definitely one of the worst. It's just like, why would you want the jellyfish? If it was something like you could only pick up shieldfish or just floppers, I think that would be much better. But the jellyfish, I don't know. You could make it something like you could pick up fish that aren't in the game right now. Give me a rift fish, something like that. You know what I mean? It would just be like, hey, you won't pick up any fish that'll heal you. I think that'd be cool. I'm just thinking about ways to tweak it a little bit. I just don't like this one. I'd rather fish out other fish. Plus, I still want to catch the mythic goldfish. I'm not going to do that with Jelly Angler, right? But guys, that's all the augments for you today. That is all the augments. I've probably talked for so long, so let's run through it real quick. What are my favorite augments? Okay, I like the bow specialist a lot. I like tactical armory. Those are good. The other ones, oh, and I like demolitions, munitions. I always pronounce it wrong. I'm sorry, guys. So those are my go-tos. Here is these 3. Moving on, I like Aerialist a lot. I pick it most of the time. And also, what else is here? What else is here? I pick balloons all the time, but that is very situational. Soaring Sprints is the best augment, in my opinion. This is where I'd love to know what you guys think, by the way, down below. What do you think is the best augment? That's what I'm going to leave it up to you guys. So if I had my ideal loadout right now, I'd pick Soaring Sprints. I'd pick Party Time. Okay. I would pick Bow Specialist and Tactical Armory. I'd pair those 4 together. Those are my dream augments to all have together. But guys, I would love to know what you think. What do you think about all the augments that I've talked about in this video? And let me know what your favorite is and what do you think is the best. Do you disagree with any that I said are kind of useless? Again, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think down below, everybody. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new here, new to the content, please consider like button, help the channel a ton, and subscribe if you're brand new. Check the description down below for links to all of my other channels. And if you'd like to check the description down below, you also find a link to Real Ember on Fiverr, who will take care of all of your YouTube thumbnail needs. Remember, guys, he did this thumbnail and he can do yours too. So go check him out. Lastly, 2 more things. If you want to use my support creator code in the item shop, it's code Clen, hashtag epic partner. And lastly, if you want to join the channel as a membership, you can play with us and win V-Bucks, guys, at the end of the month. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. We're going to talk about the Fortnite storyline tomorrow. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.